I hope this video finds you well. I'm just going to use this next minute or so to update you on how the youth work is going in Wheatley. So since I've moved here, it seems like it's been a long time, but thinking back on the past few months, a lot has happened since Christmas, and amongst the young people, there's a general excitement to meet back together in the same way as among myself and our leaders. But for now, we're wanting still to engage and not just hope for the future and for when we can meet, but actually think of ways that we can connect with young people and help them connect with God. So the first ministry that comes to mind is History Makers, and it's been great to continue meeting with our young people over Zoom each Sunday. And currently we've been going through Open Doors material called Hidden Word, and this is really to help young people discover the scope of the wider church and be mindful of the body, not just here in Oxford, but around the world. And then secondary, to really engage with scripture and discover the importance of both memorizing it and applying it. The hope of that is that the young people can not only be mindful of the wider body, but also be more brave and bold in sharing their message of hope with their peers. Also on a Sunday, we have Pulse, and this is our outreach group where we've been able to continually connect with the community. There's a mixture of both church young people, as I say, and those who haven't quite made a commitment. And this has been a great place for dialogue and discussion. We've had games nights, which are just loads of fun, and it's great to give young people a respite from the worries and stress of being locked up. And I must say everyone involved in that, including the leaders, have had such good fun. But on other weeks we have discussions and what we call it Pulse Discussion Week. And we've been looking at how faith can impact life in practical ways, such as the way we deal with stress, the people we're connected with, how we can be influenced or influence others. And we've just been trying to unpack biblical principles in really practical ways so that young people can engage and then live out the challenge. And these groups have just been really beneficial for our young people, and in being able to connect and have times to share personally. Often in Zoom we can feel like we check in and there's a plan and then we check out. But with our discipleship groups, we can really deal with personal battles and how each of us are really doing in their weeks and in their faith. So that's just a brief glimpse of our ministries, and there's so much more going on, such as one-on-one meets and team meeting together, and we had a games night for the team not too long ago. But it certainly can be said that this is an exciting time and things are really happening. As our students go back to school, as a ministry and as a community, we really need to come around them and care for them well, but also support them in prayer. So I would ask that each of you could pray for them. If you know their names, then be specific. But we'd love our young people to go back to school well, and that they'd be able to take opportunities to be good advocates of God's love in this transition back. It's not going to be an easy switch, but many of our young people feel stressed and anxious. So as a community, we need to come together and pray for our young people and lift them up. If you've got any questions, then please do send me an email or anyone on the team. Or if you see me out in the street, then call across. I'm happy to stop. But I hope you are all well, and thank you for your continued commitment to the young people in Wheatley.